Welcome to hell.
This is Gab Cinque from the Gab Cinque Band. We've got Fran O'Brien on guitar. And this is a song called Blind off our new album, The Wheel. Painted picture is left behind. Left unclaimed, a thought out design. Work of art that just wasn't signed. Are you afraid to let darkness shine? I don't know what I see. How I'm made by the skin of my teeth. And I don't know what's inside of me, but it's black I bleed, and it's over. I can't see inside. So blind. Empty hallway with open space. Don't know how I got in this place. I'm feeling up from the moving tide. Or how to tell you I draw the line. I don't know what I see, or how I'm made by the skin of my teeth. And I don't know what's inside of me, but it's black I bleed, and it's over. I can see inside. Oh, so blind. I can't see inside. Baby, are you blind? I ain't got the time. Numbing up my mind. Baby, are you blind? Baby, are you blind?
For the first time in 2025, hello and welcome to the Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast. I'm Matt. That's Jeff.
Hello.
And tonight we got Gab Cinque, right?
Hey, you did it.
Is that right?
Yeah,
All
you
right.
did say it right.
Bravo.
I remember.
I'm very proud.
I'm
2025
terrible.
should be good for
terrible.
you.
Did I
with
tell
names.
you?
I heard it in the other room.
Yeah, you said it. We
But
have
I
it
am
recorded.
terrible with people's names. I've called, was it Diane? I called a lady named Diane. I called her Dawn.
Yeah, you fuck up a lot.
I fuck up a lot.
That's
It's
why I
all right.
let you do it, though, so I don't look like the asshole.
It's true. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you
Why
for
don't you
having
introduce
us.
yourselves?
Yeah, we've got Fran O'Brien.
Howdy.
Howdy.
How are we?
He is the musical director of the band.
Okay.
We do all the writing together, all that stuff.
Okay.
So
I
he's
like
the
that.
important one.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, now to you. No, just kidding. I can't wait to hear some good stories. Like I wrote this. You don't sing it like this.
Nah,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. No. We'll get to that. Okay. So,
They're not like you,
there's
Jeff.
just the two of you guys?
That right?
No,
Or
I don't know. In the
No,
band?
the whole band.
No, we're a 5-piece band. We have Aaron Manzo on bass. He sings too, and Matt Stanley on guitar, and they both write a bunch too. And our drummer Anthony Walton, and we have a couple other drummers that we work with and record with too.
It's cool.
Yeah, but me and Fran started the whole thing
Nice.
for the most part, and we kind of come up with the inspirations and the writing and the vision of it all.
So you two are the foundation, and you bring it to the other guys and say, "This is what we're doing."
Yeah, well, we're trying to. We're slowly
saw what you
trying
did
to
there.
get to a point where everybody's bringing in ideas that we all are on the same page about, and we're getting there. A couple of songs on the album, different guys in the band wrote.
Yeah, the track Wounds, Matt came in with the first riff, and we kind of put it together around that.
Okay.
But there's, and Walton has a track on it too, Greens and Blues. He came up with the chords. He said he came up when he was in like really little, like high
She's
school.
like middle school or something.
That's cool.
But all his other bands like rejected it or something until us. Until we came along.
We're gonna give you a shot, kid.
Did you have to fix it? Okay, so is there anything else besides this new record that you guys have out? Is there stuff before? Okay.
We I think I might have a copy somewhere. A copy of our EP, Highway Junkie. It's a 5-song EP we put out in June 2023. And
Okay.
that's where we
Well, you guys
did our
went back to
album,
back then.
our release show. We did at the Lanes with Eddie Testa for his release, or maybe he was doing something with his original music.
Okay.
But yeah, so that one, me and Fran did all the writing on that one, and we had basically like a totally different band at the time.
Okay.
That'll happen. It evolves throughout the years.
Yeah, we've definitely over the years like crafted our perfect like lineup, and right now we're like really happy with what we've got. We have really good chemistry with everybody. Everyone has fun together, and it works. And everyone has a good idea of what music we want to be making.
Unlike Jeff.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Why the fuck? Why do you sit here? I'm opening up my bottle under the table, and you're sitting there fucking talking to me like I'm listening to you. Jesus.
Go back
fucking-
over there. All right.
Thank you. Jeez, let them talk.
You know what,
It's
Jeff?
about them.
Jeff, that's
Fuck
the first
off.
one of the year. Don't start.
Yep, fuck off. I think we made it past a minute though, right? Like, so this should get on YouTube, no problem.
Yeah, we're like 3 minutes in right now. We're
Yeah,
good.
so we don't get that
long as
like
we don't curse
parental
in the first
advisory
minute,
sticker. Okay, anyway, back to your record. How long did it take you guys to like write this Okay, so you had the EP, but it was literally like less than a year later. You probably were back in the studio.
Yeah. So the EP we actually rushed to put out. We wanted to put music out, and it was just like taking a long time to get the right people that we wanted, and we wanted everything to be the perfect situation. And we just kind of booked the release show before having a release,
Okay.
or like exactly.
That's one way to get shit done.
No, that's like literally what we did.
Talk about time crunch.
And we kind of did the same thing for this one in a sense, but we had the release planned. It was just kind of a push to like, okay, it's done now, because we could go back and fix everything a million times,
Of course.
but
And I remember that doesn't help either.
yeah,
Eventually, you got to get to a point where you're like, that's enough.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we did. But yeah, so at first it was like that summer of 2023 was like the second summer of us playing as a band. So we're like, I don't want to go into this summer playing covers without having something to promote, because then it just makes it just for money at that point, playing the covers. So that's kind of why at this point we were just like, let's put an album out, because at the same time we didn't want to promote the old record. We want something new to promote. Now we're focusing on trying to do singles throughout the year, so we can consistently do more original shows and try to make that transition into like full-time doing original shows.
Yeah. Well, we talk about that too. Is the way of the album is almost dead these days.
Yeah.
Everything is singles based. It's back to like like the 50s and 60s way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
No, I mean, at least you guys are doing shows. Is probably what those cover shows pay for everything
Yeah.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's
So it's
that's
smart that
why
way.
it worked out. Like I'm glad we do the covers, because we got to get to a level that we wouldn't have got at if we just came out starting with just originals. Like it's hard to get people's attention with stuff like that. That's why there's such a dead original scene in this area specifically where it's like it's all just empty rooms and bands playing.
You're
and,
welcome.
We've been
Yeah.
we have been performing CPR on it for the past
yeah.
past 4 years. Just,
It's pay to play.
Don't die. we do some shows down
we
at
need a flatline sound in
Manafurka
here.
Brewery down in Manahawkin.
Okay.
We've done some things at like the Stafford Township Harvest Festival down at Manahawkin Lake Park. We did a whole day of bands there for them. So we've been trying. It's but you like you said it's
Yeah.
dead around. There's nowhere to even play anymore.
Yeah. There's the Asbury scene, which that's kind of where we've started attacking with the original shows. And without the cover gigs, we wouldn't have sold as many tickets to our album release show this past December. Like, I was scared because those venues, it could very easily be a pay-to-play situation, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we did our release show for this album at the Wonder Bar on December 6th, and we turned out having, I think it was like 130 over 130 tickets, and that was our first headliner show on a Friday night in Asbury doing all originals. So, and I didn't think it would go that well. I really thought it could have been either way. I was like scared to walk out. Like I didn't walk out until we were supposed to go on stage because I like didn't want to see how many people were there to see us. But it was a great turnout. And so just doing the cover stuff like that, I feel like it gets people more like excited because we're not just doing the typical covers. We're doing covers that we like obscure rock songs, and people in the bars that are our age, they see that, and that's different than what they're usually seeing. So they just tie that idea to like an original band.
You're not just at a run-of-the-mill cover band
Yeah.
that plays like, like Lay Down Sally and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the cover scene around here. A lot of the bands they all do play the same songs, all of them over and over
Yeah.
and over and over again. So it's nice to see a band that actually tries to throw those curveballs.
Yeah.
I agree.
You do?
I think.
That's great.
Thank you.
Nobody cares.
I know. That's why I'm here. All right. So let me see this. Let's quiz you guys real quick here. What was your favorite time in the studio recording one of these songs where it's actually like hair pulling, go fuck yourself, I hate this band?
She had one instantly. You saw it in her face.
Yep.
She's like, "Oh, I got it."
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Um,
Well, wait, can I see the list? Because I don't exactly
That's
remember
not-
which song.
That's not
it
fair.
was.
This is your song. You should hear.
Well, is
Look.
it favorite song or favorite like moment in the
favorite
studio?
moment?
Well, in the studio or writing the song?
No. Oh, well, we could do both. Let's start with the studio.
Well, studio, we did a lot of stuff separately, but my favorite, I guess, was when I was on vacation and they all went to the studio to record a song, and one of our old members of the band was, I guess, arguing about his part, and they're all texting me, and they're all talking about each other. So then we ended up scratching him off the whole record and
that's
having
awesome.
a new guy play his parts. But
That is
I'll let the
awesome.
You got
listener.
86
You have to
right out of
listen. Yeah, you have to listen.
I'm
to
on
the album to
vacation and
figure
I'm
out
hearing
who-
about this. You're fired. No, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess that's the best way I could try to explain that situation nicely. But yeah, basically it was.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, okay, so wait a minute. You brought this up, and you weren't even there. So let's go to you, because you were obviously there. So let's hear about this. You don't have to use names, because that's embarrassing, and I get that.
yeah, I mean,
You could call him Alf or, Al Bundy. I don't care.
he had his own ideas, and
So it was a power struggle?
and then
Like,
everybody else had their idea. That
okay.
Just
on
in the
same
line
page
with the
with.
band. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's all good.
We had one on here. I can't remember who it was. Somebody had a guitar player or a bass player who brought their parents with them everywhere they went.
Oh, we had one of those.
And then like the parents would like yell at the whole band, and
Oh no, not like. Oh yeah, but I've seen that. Yeah.
like they drove them to practice, dropped them off, and it's like an adult.
Oh yeah, we've had that. Yeah. That was in the start of our band.
Okay. I'd love
Who
to.
was, who was that anyway?
I don't fucking
Was it
know.
Natalie?
Who?
Was it Natalie? I think it was. Her and Lou Panico. Maybe. Possible.
Seems like forever.
They all
ago. Anyway.
they all kind of blend together at this point.
Anyway. Okay, so then what's your favorite writing moment for this album?
Like, did you ever yoke
Fred,
him
you
up
wanna
against the
explain
wall?
right? I think the Music Man was.
Well, yeah,
'Cause
was
that one
probably the
just
most
kinda happened.
That was the most organic.
Okay.
Just kind of.
Well, that's a nice segue into. So when you guys hit the studio, how did you guys go about? Because you said you were separated. So how did you guys kind of record this then?
We
Was
kind
it-
of like we did it in like bunches, like recording like 5 songs at a time or
Okay.
something, and choosing from all that.
okay,
But like, yeah, we like reherse it like quite a bit before going.
was
to
it
the
to a
studio.
click so you could guys punch in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff?
just
and-
to make
okay.
it convenient for
You gotta
overdubs
go
and
in, lay
stuff.
bass and
Yeah.
drums, and then pile everything on top.
Yeah, well, we track it all live together, like guitar, bass, and sometimes she does the
Scratch vocal.
like a scratch vocal. But
Yeah, and before we even go to the studio, we have demos like for everything like that we make on our
yeah,
own.
a lot of
so-
times they'll start like with our Logic file,
Okay.
like just me and her kind of.
But
going
yeah,
back and
that's
forth.
why the Music Man. Well, that was like the only song that didn't happen that way. We were all just kind of practicing, and it like literally even the lyrics and everything just kind of happened like that, like
Right
all
from
in
the
one.
spot.
And we were just like, all right, let's
Nice.
record that, and just then that became the song that we play like everywhere. So
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool that maybe there's like I wouldn't say do it live off the floor like that all the time, but like you get that, if you get that organic thing where you just kind of all clicks
yeah,
on the spot. Usually those are like the best ones that kind of
Yeah.
make this whole
definitely.
thing worth it. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
you got to find those things. But, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, no, that's really cool. So what is now, this has been out for how long now?
We put
Month
it
and a
out
half.
on
Month and a
December
half.
6th.
Okay, so what your plans are going to do singles. Like,
Yeah.
are you going to kind of go in with like a bunch, pick, and then drop, or how you planning on?
Well, we're kind of just probably gonna go in the order that we're like recording them because we have a new song that we've been working on. It's more of like an acoustic, like kind of like
You're like, yeah, it's acoustic. I'm
What?
doing it.
He's lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were gonna play it tonight, but then we are like it's like half written. So
You just
we're
found
not-
out that you're getting replaced too.
Oh. He's like, yeah, no.
He's like, wait a minute.
No, but we have we have a couple new songs and like new ideas that are half written. So we're kind of just whatever one gets recorded and like comes together first, we're just gonna probably put out.
Yeah, well, I feel like as an
That's-
original creator, you always have to be, have something in the works. You can't ever just let it go
Yeah.
stale. So you got to always be working on
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I'm never happy with like when everyone's like, "Oh, like how you feel about the album?" I'm like, "I don't care. I want to do something new." You know. I want
Well,
more-
yeah.
more-
That's old
Kinda.
news.
That's a snapshot in time,
Yeah.
pretty much, and
Yeah.
that now
Exactly.
it's over. So
Once it's out, then it's gone. I don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, it's on to the next.
Yeah.
so you guys are like busy playing shows.
Yeah.
How do you guys have time to get together and write and?
Because they're young.
Well, yeah, no, that's nice, but like
Um,
that's a lot. That's still a lot because
Oh,
they
yeah.
are playing a lot. Like, do you rehearse for shows? Do you guys just pick songs and just kind of?
Well, we have gigs that we call paid rehearsals because it's impossible to get everyone to rehearse together. Like our guitar player Matt lives like 40 something minutes away, and it's just like during the week it's hard. And most of the time when we're all together, we just want to like go out and go to a bar or something. So,
Fucking
but
kids.
when it comes to the writing, like me and Fran, whenever we're always rehearsing or writing and
Okay.
doing ideas together. So as long as like the idea starts, then it's easier to initiate a practice and get everyone excited. But like we practiced like maybe three times for the original show, so everyone can like learn and remember
Yeah,
the
everybody
songs.
locks in. Yeah.
Yeah, and now when it comes to the covers though, we mainly try to just wing them at gigs and play them until they're perfect.
Yeah.
You know, because
I
we
mean-
play so many shows that it's like. If
Yeah,
I
shit,
can't
the-
pay them, I kind of feel bad when it comes to like rehearsing because like we just do this all the time, and sometimes the rooms are dead. It's January and no
Yeah.
one's out, so it's rehearsal time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Yeah. You're
so,
not gonna play to a packed house every night.
Yeah.
what do you guys got planned then for spring, summer, when everything kind of kicks over?
Well, we're like totally booked through the year. Basically, we go to Dewey Beach, Delaware a lot, and
Okay.
it's like absolutely like insane there. And there's a great scene for original music there, and
I was gonna ask that.
they
That's
they
my next question.
they love us. They take care of us really well, like, and they promote us a lot there. So we spend a lot of time there. I'm honestly though hoping that we can do something with these, put singles out and take off in some way. I want to get on like a tour or open for somebody, or even getting on like a festival, a bigger level festival like See Here Now, stuff like that. I definitely want to do, because then when it comes to the cover gigs, I'm willing to do whatever, cancel anything when it comes to, I put the original stuff first.
Of course, yeah. But you need money, so
Yeah.
don't
So, I
cancel
mean, as of
everything.
right now, our summer is completely planned out.
Okay.
But if anything bigger came along, that's definitely where we would
Gotcha.
wanna
So
be.
now, when you guys do the cover gigs, do you ever slip in like an original here and there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Every
See?
night. We don't really do a cover show, even if it's a packed house of young kids and we're scared the bar's not gonna like that we're doing it. We're always gonna play an original.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's
The
how you
Music
get it
Man
in
is
there.
the safest one to play. I've realized we don't ever really get a bad reaction with that. Even young kids, it's
Okay.
because it's more of like a funky kind of groove song with the full band, and it's short too. So you know,
Okay.
everyone.
Yeah,
in the
most
bar.
of the time, especially at like bars, if you just like don't even announce it and just go from a cover song into your song and then back into another cover song, most people aren't even gonna know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna be like, "Oh, what was that song?" You know, like they'll just keep
Yeah.
drinking and keep
Yeah.
dancing. And,
As long as the energy stays the same
Yeah.
and it doesn't drop,
Yeah.
then no one notices.
Yep.
So you got the plan. I think it's a good
But
plan.
then you could be like, "Yeah, this is our original song," and they're like, "Okay, let's go to the bathroom." You know,
Yeah, don't even say.
And then you play Mr. Brightside after that.
yeah,
and
and then they lose
everything's
their
all
shit.
right.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that's
fucking
so
people, the worst.
good. So, how did you guys come up with the style? We'll say like that. Your vibe, the whole thing. Is that just what comes out of you guys, or is that like
Yeah.
where you're like, I don't. Okay, like what amp do you use?
Well, on the album, I used a lot of like I used a bunch of different things, but we recorded
Well, like live, like
live. I use a Fender Deluxe
Okay.
reverb.
so. Like, did you use that to get the sound that you want to when you record
I mean,
or write
when
these
we
songs?
were recording, we recorded at Surefire, and he has a lot of like old Marshalls and stuff. So I used a lot of that, and he has like other cooler amps too, like old Voxes and Supras. So I used a bunch of different things really, but yeah, a lot of it's kind of like
So the vibe of
Marshall-y
everything
kinda.
is just giving you. That's why you guys have this old sound. You don't go in being like, I want to be this older vibe.
No, I
it's
just
just
kinda
what
play
comes
what I
out.
like.
Okay, all right. See, like it's authentic,
Yeah,
which I dig.
it's good.
You know,
It's hard to find these days.
it is.
Everybody's just trying to copycat somebody else. Like they see someone else getting a little bit of success, and then they kind of try to morph to that and, you know,
Yeah.
follow the train. But I think it's much better if you forge your own path.
Definitely, yeah.
But how's the promotion going online for you guys with this? Because you guys are young, so to me, like you probably use Snap or TikTok, stuff like that. You know that
Yeah.
we don't really do.
Well, during COVID, I was way better with, like, I kind of blew up on TikTok at that time. But then when we started playing gigs and it's more consistently, people don't really care for the live videos, and it's hard to, like, keep making content. So I got pretty bad at making content on stuff.
I went from
Honestly.
good to bad.
Oh, yeah, no,
She
I'm
became
really bad.
us.
If you could look on TikTok, I haven't made a single video to promote this album. But I should. But it's just, like, to me, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't like that whole way of doing it. I should
But
be.
it's a necessary evil these days.
I know, and I've done, like, I've tried to run, like, an Instagram ad once. It got me nowhere. You know, I'll post, like, a couple videos with this, like, the songs in a background of it or something, and people, you know, people like the album, though, when they, like, hear about it just from me posting it, you know? Like, just, like making a Facebook post. Like, I do well on Facebook and Instagram, and when I make a post like that, I'll see the streams go up on Spotify after that. So, but when it comes to, like, streams, most people that I know are, like, buying spots on playlists, and, like, I always hear that that's a bad way to get yourself, like, banned and blacklisted off the algorithm when it comes to those streaming platforms. So I'm trying to do it the organic way. We're trying to attack, like, radios and stuff like that. Like, there's a couple stations that we're trying to get more stuff going on with. So hopefully that's probably our
Like
best.
the playlist thing, it only helps if you get on the right playlist.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
most of the time you have to pay, because that's why they're having those playlists, because they got to make money too.
It always costs money.
And the one
Yeah.
station shit they can't go on anymore.
But we honestly, you'd be surprised at how many more, like, most of our, like, fans are, like, a little older, and, like, they'll buy CDs. Like, people come out just to buy them and stuff like
Okay.
that. So people do like that way, and I feel like if we keep to that organic thing, it'll catch on and maybe hopefully like change what other people are doing about it, because I think that the whole industry as a whole right now is absolutely horrible.
Dog shit.
And somebody's got to do something about it.
Bravo.
We have been preaching
Yeah,
for
you
years.
guys, you're
And
young.
I think, and I really think that we've gotten such like great feedback over just 3 years of doing this. I mean, we've gotten like further than I really thought we could have, and we're making money at the same time and putting our own music out, and people want to hear it. So I'm like happy with what the natural streams that we've got based on no, like clickbait promotion type of thing. It's all natural people wanting to hear it, and now we've got like a couple thousand already. So I think it's like a matter of time for other people to kind of catch on to that, and as the bigger platform we get on, then maybe people will catch on that way.
Yeah, it only takes one
Yeah.
the one right person seeing you. That's
Yeah.
Or at least that's the way it used to be.
Yeah, well,
Not so much anymore. But,
everybody wants TikTok and numbers. It's weird.
yeah, true.
I think it's
whatever.
fading out, honestly.
Well, the problem that they're finding is it's really easy to get that one video or that one song that goes viral on TikTok or Instagram, but it's not easy at all to maintain that because there's so many artists that blow up overnight and then they're gone in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like literally 2 weeks, and then when they're done.
That's why I'm not really itching too much to go viral, because like I don't really care to go viral with a song and then people not care to hear the rest. I'm just glad we have 2 projects out that are like albums. So now I want one of the singles to go viral, and then people discover, oh, they have 2 albums out. So
Yeah.
there's more music to listen to.
It's a good plan. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a whole catalog, So I don't know, but
Like I see a lot of bands that it's like they try to release a single every 2 to 3 months.
yeah.
That's like the plan these days. And then once you have enough, you kind of just put them out as like a collective of an album. But you
Yeah.
do that after you've released, all 8 or 9 or however many you're going to do. It's the new way. It's very foreign to me, but
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone has their way. That's the best way.
like we're
I don't
old.
think
like,
that anymore. Like
we,
I really
we came
think
up
it's a
with the
Wild
album.
West.
You put out an album. That's what you did.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
that is far gone.
Yeah,
that's,
but that's
way
what we
gone.
came up with. Though.
Yeah, I know, but that's gone.
Oh,
Like you have one foot in the grave.
yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
But no, that's a good plan. Like, I don't know. Like, I like the single thing, but I also like, how do you maintain that to? I mean, you're gonna be in the studio like every fucking other month.
Well, we like doing that though. Like we enjoy, and plus we make so much money with the covers that it doesn't matter to us to
No,
like. That's why we're making the money doing the covers. Like,
No, absolutely, and I agree with that. And it's a great plan because you guys aren't pulling out of your pockets or like whatever jobs or whatever. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. Something beeped.
So isn't that like a burnout situation though, where it's like you're gonna go into the studio, you're gonna bust your ass for how long does it take you to do a song in the studio, soup to nuts?
depends on how much of a rush we're in.
All right, what's the shortest time, the rushed time?
We could do, if we were doing one song in one day, we could do it in one day. But we usually focus on more than one in one day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, would it be worth you doing one in one day, then go and play some gigs while that's getting mixed up and done, release it, and when that gets released, head back in for another single?
Oh yeah. Well, we record pretty close. We go to Shorefire in Long Branch
Yeah.
with Joe, and it's just like super easy to go there. So
Okay.
we just writing and we can record. Like I want to go back there soon, but it's really I feel like there's no real burnout because at least me, I don't feel like I've written my best work.
Okay.
I don't think I will after the next song. I don't think I will after like 10 more songs.
Okay.
And I think that that's what's gonna like help with that. Like I don't think I could feel burnout because I feel like I'm like striving for that song
Okay.
that I at least like feel like I could write.
That's
Right? I don't
good.
know. That's pretty fair.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Wow. I'm actually,
Just motivated.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, got that passion.
And well, that's why I like we write together because we kind of both have that, and we listen to so much music that like every week we come up with new inspirations like in music. Like we're always just listening to new songs, saying, "Oh, we should write a song like this. We should take this element from this song." Like lately we just like we found a David Lee Roth song that we really liked, like the drums on and stuff like that, and like little things that we that make it exciting. It doesn't get really boring when you like look at it like that.
Okay. I mean, that's different.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Like that passion's a good thing because it'll set you apart. Because we said a million times that in today's day and age and streaming and all that with DistroKid and CD Baby, there's such a glutton of content, and there's like anybody can with a USB port and a laptop can put out something. And
Yeah.
it's so much harder to get noticed because there's so much. Like I think I read something like 100,000 songs a day go up on Spotify, like new songs, 100,000 songs every day. So
That's crazy.
That's your competition. You got to be able to weed yourself through that.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, I mean, you can, but you can't. You know.
Think that I'm going crazy, or maybe you're what I need. My mind's up in space, yeah, I just can't be freed. Maybe it's all of the alcohol, maybe I don't wanna be alone. Can't you see, baby, all I am is a tease. Won't someone help me, please? I can't be falling back down on my knees. So call the doctor. I got the disease. Came in and shook me, and it sure knows how to please. Said I'll be alright. I'll be just fine. Came in and shook me. I'm ignoring all the signs, 'cause you got what I need. So I'll keep on moving. I won't settle down. If you're looking for something, it still isn't found. Maybe I got too critical. Maybe I just was too physical. I know I can fight it. All I am is a tease. Oh, I thought my heart would freeze. I can't be falling back down on my knees. So call the doctor. I got the disease. Came in and shook me, and it sure knows how to please. Said I'll be alright, and I'll be just fine. Came in and shook me, and I'm ignoring all the signs. Good, you got what I need. Got what I need. Oh, you got what I need. Would I need?
You know,
Well, I feel like that's why people underestimate the power of live performing and why it's so important to do live performances while you're doing original music too, because these original bands go out and you see them and you're bored to death at their show and nobody's there and they look bored and they look like they've never played before because they're not used to playing every week and figuring out how to play to rooms that love you or figuring out how to play to rooms that hate you, but just figuring out how to put on a show. And I feel like that's what also will help, is rather than people are so focused on streams, but there's an easy route to put yourself in like a big room full of people that if as long as they like you when they're going home, they're going to look at your music up and you're going to see an increase of streams that night after your show, no matter what you just played for them.
Yeah. Well, live performance is where you really set the hooks.
Exactly.
And reel them in. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and as long as there's like a good image there, like all dressed up and like in the summer at this place like Bottle and Cork we play at this summer, it's all young people and all people our age that they think the rock stuff is cool down there. It's a total different vibe than that like Asbury scene around here versus Dewey Beach. Like they look at cover bands and they don't see a difference. Like you could play an original, you could play cover, and they're going to give you that same fun reaction, and they're all going crazy, and they're all going to support you and buy your merch, and promote you, and it's like it's crazy down there, especially with the original music. Like they want to see original shows and bands doing well.
Yeah.
But there's such like a weird, overcrowded original scene around here where it makes there be such a separation between the covers and originals that really doesn't exist outside of this
I don't
area.
even know if it's overcrowded. It's just it's in such select pockets, and those select pockets are very cliquey.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't fit a certain mold, they don't even look at you. They won't even answer your emails.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like they won't even talk to you.
Yeah.
So I mean, but the biggest problem we have right and in today's scene, I believe, is like you said, people go out and drink at a bar and listen to a cover band all night long. But it is so hard to get people to go out and support original music these days. That's the hardest part, is getting people to actually come out and support you. That's where it lacks the most.
I blame the kids.
Sure. Why not?
It's their fucking fault.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say honestly though, like that's why a lot of people, these original bands will play like one show a month, one show every 6 months, and who's gonna remember? Oh, let's go see that show in 6 months that they're promoting.
Yeah.
If you're playing every weekend, though, you're gonna see people showing up. Like we have a ton of people that show up for like 3 years now, and they'll travel like hours. There's like a group the other day that I don't even know their names. They came like 5 hours to see us, and
wow.
and they had like a guitar pick one of our guitar players, his guitar pick necklace made, and I'm like, wow.
I believe that's called the stalker.
No, that's actually a super fan.
No,
you can
no,
tell that
wait.
person anything.
If you want to talk about that we have some stalker fans.
Oh,
we do.
Jesus.
In like other states. Yeah, we go
in
places.
other states, fuck them then. Who
It's
cares?
crazy. It is crazy. It's weird the difference out of state versus like around here. People are always asking why we don't play around here that often, because originals are really all I want to do around here, because that's kind of all people care about. But elsewhere, it's like a total different world with like people like actually really support us in like Delaware and Maryland and Pennsylvania and like even Atlantic City, stuff like that.
That's good, because it's it's like, I mean, I know we're the Jersey Shore Music Podcast, but I really feel like I think to get your foot in, you got to get out. So
Yeah.
like where you're at Delaware,
Yeah.
and then maybe next year shoot for North Carolina.
We're going.
You
Yeah,
know,
we're actually
kinda
going to
keep,
Vermont
like-
for the first time.
Yeah, keep kind
in
of
a
like
couple
spreading
weeks.
yourself out, because, I mean, I say it all the time, is there's a certain area in this fucking state that, it's a fucking big fish in a very, very small pond.
Yeah, and a
And
really
like,
boring,
it's not worth it being up in
unentertaining
said
pond.
place because of that syndrome. Because what are you going to do? Fucking
No, I
play
totally
Bruce Springsteen
agree.
songs and maybe you'll get like some kind of fucking recognition. Like, nah, dude, they're doing a fucking movie up there.
Yeah, it's
Like,
it's
who the
literally
fuck
they all
cares?
don't go anywhere. It's that's where everyone around here kind of believes, like, if you're not doing original music in that scene,
Yeah, that's bullshit.
then you're not doing it.
That's fucking
then
bullshit.
That's why I've stayed as far away from it as possible. I get myself involved on the right shows. We do we were part of like Light of Day.
Mm-hmm.
We do the shows like we're doing the Shamrock and Roll at the Wonder Bar, like those kind of shows, the fundraisers. I love the people that run all those venues, but that
But that's where it
obscure.
stops.
We're not an indie band. We're not alternative. I would never call us that. That's so I don't fit it in that scene. I don't think that scene wants us anywhere near it, so I'm fine.
Well, and that's fair. And I like that you kind of like not recognize that, but like accept that. Where it's like, yeah, we're not what you want.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Because the number one advice we always give to all the bands: get the fuck out of New
Yeah,
Jersey.
like,
Yeah.
Because this whole area is completely different than everywhere else in the country. Like the tri-state area is like that's where you find all the pay-to-plays, and like it's just with insurances being so high, like club promoters will rob you fucking blind.
Yeah. And like, in what world is a brand new band gonna sell 150 tickets or like something like that? You know?
yeah, it's unfair to even ask that.
Oh yeah. I've had venues in this state ask me like, "Oh, we had a band drop off. Can you sell 150 tickets in 7 days?" 7 days.
Yes.
We've gotten asked things like that, and I'll be like, "Is it worth it? No."
And
It's
it was a
not.
New
It
Year's
never
Eve
is.
show. I'm like, how do you expect me to get 7 people or 100 people to change their New Year's plans 7 days before?
Yeah, you can't.
It's not possible.
That's ridiculous.
It's not possible. But yeah,
People do it,
Oh, yeah.
or they buy them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's why
else.
with those shows, those ticketed shows, I've been like careful about. Like we did the Asbury Lane's release show. That was a great turnout. I wanted to double that for the album release, and we did way more than that, so I was
Okay.
very happy. So next time we do a ticketed show that's a headliner under our name, like I want it to definitely, if we don't sell at least 150 tickets, like I'll be mad. Because, if we're going to do
She's
100.
like, someone's getting smacked.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's just like, God damn it.
Well, we did 131, and that was a Friday in December at the Wonder Bar. So I think
pretty
if
good,
we were
yeah.
to do something at a better time of the year for a single release, and plus the more we keep pushing things, I really do believe that people are going to catch on, because this industry really, once again, it sucks. And the music sucks. And especially the new rock bands, I don't want to say they suck, but like...
Oh, you can. No, just kidding.
they're... I don't know, it just doesn't feel like real. It doesn't feel like something I want to listen to. And I love listening to music. I love discovering new bands. There's very few new bands that I'm like, wow, I really like this music.
See, to me, I think right now, like I'm really big into like rock and stoner metal and doom metal. It's like the best are like the underground bands that are just like right at that cusp where they just haven't made it yet. But there are some really talented bands out there. You just don't get the chance to see.
100%. There's
Yeah.
my favorite band around here is Feng Shui. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They're a jam band.
Yeah.
But we go to see them a lot. They're a lot of fun, and they have a ton of really great songs. Like there's like a ton of bands like around here that I've seen, but they're not getting the recognition as a lot of bands that a lot of these bands they're hyping up. I'm like, I don't get it. I'm bored.
Well, I said that's why we tried to start this, to give bands a place to try to showcase themselves. And like a lot of times we'll bring in like a bigger band and make them strip down to just acoustic and really like, show what you got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then
Yeah.
Jeff just ruins everything.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
It's funny though. Like I'm like listening to her talk. I'm like, she's gonna be so bitter in 20 years.
She's gonna be like, she'll be the female version of you.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, fuck that band. Go fucking learn how to play.
True.
Or better yet, there's actually, what pisses me off the most, and you guys aren't this. I've seen like guitar players that are like, fuck yeah, they're awesome, dude. Like, and I'm a guitar player, so I'm like, I can appreciate that. It's fucking great. And then they play with the rest of the band or the singer or just whatever, and it's like, what in the fuck just happened? Like, oh, you're one of those bedroom dudes.
Yeah.
You've seen some dudes that can fucking play.
Yeah.
You put them in a band and it's like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, definitely.
What happened to that guy?
Oh, you gotta stay in time. That's it.
Yeah,
My
we've
bad.
had a ton of auditions of people that we were like, oh, this guy's great. Even like drummers and stuff, like over the years. And trying to find
Drummers are
people.
the worst.
Yeah, we've had some like nightmare drummer auditions, like people
think
that like, wouldn't
everybody's
leave
had
us
those.
alone. Yeah.
What's that?
Nightmare drummer auditions.
We kept killing drummers at one point.
Yeah, we've taken out a couple.
Yeah,
Fran
that's
almost
cool.
hit one with his car.
All right, that's how it. That's how
right in
Not
here.
on purpose.
Wait, you have. I want to hear this story. What'd you do, motherfucker? You weren't on time.
Did he like go up to your window and you like, or no, you like
I
almost
told him
backed
one
into
snare hit
someone
and he
else?
hit it twice.
I said quarter note.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, why didn't you guys want me in the band? Fran got nervous. Put it in
he-
reverse.
He tried to like corner me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So I was
No,
like
that
pulling
did
away,
happen.
and I was like, don't wait up.
Don't call us. We'll call you. I love it.
Nah, he's a cool guy though.
I'm sure. I mean, everybody's
Yeah.
nice,
It's all
but
love,
they
dude.
just get like you're
Oh,
so.
there's plenty of guys where you're like, you're really good. You could be really good friends with them, and like, you get in a room with them, and you're just like, it's not working.
Yeah,
pal.
then it's awkward.
It's not working.
And you
pal."
don't know how to tell them. It's like, all right, let's play a couple gigs. And
I'm pretty good at telling people that.
Yeah, that's why I keep him around.
No, I'm bad. I'm really bad at telling people like that. Like I'm like, oh no, it's great, and then I won't answer them like ever again.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't beat around the bush. You got to be direct and honest, and just like, look, it's not working out.
Do work.
Yeah.
Just
No hard feelings.
sever the cord. Yep. See you later, pal. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the fuck out of here.
Don't steal any mics on your way out.
Oh, Jesus. Shots fired.
Oh, I know.
Did someone do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And not even like a band that we fired. They came in on the podcast and they got into an argument while they were recording. And we're just sitting in the room, just like, whatever, dude, I don't care. They do their thing. They fucking fire the dude. And then they're packing up. And all of a sudden, I'm looking for this mic. And I'm like, what the fuck? I go, what the fuck? This is like my favorite microphone that I own.
It's a very expensive one, too.
Yeah, I know, but still, like, it's still one of my favorite. And we called, like, hey, man, check your bags. But no, we want to do that. Like, yeah, I know. Accidents happen. Just check your fucking bags. Like, well, we fired the guitar player. Yeah.
Check
Call 'em.
bags.
Check your bags, dude. And literally fucking the next day, it was outside the fucking door.
Oh my god.
I was like, wow. No,
Exactly.
you guys are
or you have to
doing it
beg to
right.
do another one, you know?
That you're opening yourselves up to people that wouldn't go see you live.
Yeah.
So you're doing it right. And I went that route with my first band. So yes, you are
Yeah.
doing it right. I
Thank
will
you.
tell you that. I just feel sorry for you because this is a shitbag time. It's fucking terrible.
As long as we're making it fun, I think it'll happen. I think that's the only way to avoid the burnout. And a lot of people just do it for like 2 years and then give up. But I at least we add new songs all the time. Even playing the
Okay,
covers,
well.
we're not playing the same songs all the time. We are only really playing rock songs, and we do get pretty obscure with our songs. Like
Okay.
we're working on "Have a Cigar" with Pink Floyd.
Oh, that's
Maybe the
wait a
Primus
minute, that's
version.
obscure.
Like, I don't know.
Wait a minute, why is that obscure?
Like obscure in a bar of 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
okay.
Like "Give Me Back My Bullets," Leonard Skinner. We just played the other night. What's another one that we do? It's like more like "Man on the Silver Mountain." What else?
What's the most fun one you play?
It changes like every week.
Oh, okay. Changes by the-
Fun.
Where you just go, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Fuck it, you know, like whatever.
I like "Carry On My Wayward Son." That one's fun. I love the harmony in that.
Okay, that's cool. See, like that's that old school vibe. Like that's another band where I'd sit there and be like, yeah, you guys, not that you sound like it, you have that vibe.
Well, Heart is my favorite band. Like that's where we get a lot of our. I would say like the two bands that the original music influence comes from the most is like Heart and honestly like Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh God, my favorite.
Really?
I miss Scott so much. What are yours?
So yeah, I'd say STP's a big one for me too, definitely. Like Zeppelin, you know.
It's fucking awesome.
All the,
We were in the booth before, and he's like, he's got the Zeppelin vibe. He's like, he's got
I
it.
was like, it's awesome, dude. Funny thing. So I hung out when Starland opened up. My band played there a lot. Velvet Revolver was their first. It was their first year on tour. So we hung out with Velvet Revolver, and Scott was still on house arrest. So everywhere when the crowds were gone, wherever he roamed around, there was 2 cops with him at all times. Damn. It was fucking hysterical.
yeah, that's,
And we were all just sitting there partying with like, you know, Slash, Duff, Matt. And it was just like, hey guys, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. All right, man, cool, dude. You know, like, and there's 2 guys fucking just walking with him the whole time. It was hysterical. That STP was a great band.
oh yeah, man.
You know, I saw them a couple times live. A couple times when he was fucked up too, like bad. But that was a great band. See, that's so fucking cool. And they weren't even live for like STP's like height.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the best part.
There's some
That's so
there's
cool.
some gems. Like there's some of these kids got hope.
Well, you know what? I always surprise myself when like one comes in and then, you know, the next one comes in and it's like back to the same bullshit. And I'm just like, no. Sorry. I don't mean to be jaded. It just happened that way.
You'll get there one day.
And, you know, I say that. That's why I said she'll be that. 20 years
Yeah.
when she's my
We're all
age.
sick of this shit, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be like, yeah, I should have got a job. No, I wish you guys the best with that. Just keep, you know what I can sit there and say is just keep writing and keep trying things and keep. The more you write, the better you get.
Yeah.
You know, the more
Keep
stories
doing
you
your thing
have.
too. Don't like try to conform. Just you do
Yeah.
your thing and forge forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, make the money doing the covers because then you're not fucking paying out of pocket.
Yeah.
Fuck it, but write more. Just keep writing. That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
try things. Like if you usually play on a Les Paul, then do something on a Strat and get a different vibe, or you know what I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
like stupid shit like that.
Yeah, that's where I think we're a little different than the other bands because a lot of people have one sound and they have a sound they like and they stick to it. But I feel like we kind of can always have a different sound. Like we can make a sound that sounds like Pink Floyd or like have like weird musical elements that we'll find and only use on this one song, but we won't reuse them again. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
we can write a song that sounds more like 90s rock, or we could write a song that sounds like straight out of the 70s and have like the right elements on each song that don't cross over.
Yeah.
Okay, so now like we're gonna just say from like 70s and 90s rock. Like on this, what ones are kind of like 90s or 70s or?
I would say
And I'm just saying tone, not style.
the first 5 the first 5 are like more funky. The song "Highway Funky" was inspired by Betty Davis.
Okay.
Not the actress.
Yeah.
She was an actress, right? That one, Betty Davis Eyes. Not that song. Not her.
I'm
Like
just
Betty,
so,
funky
Gina
Betty
Davis was the actress.
like funky Betty Davis.
Okay.
Yeah.
And cause that was kind of that one's happened around a time where we were like super into Funkadelic Parliament.
Oh my god.
That's another favorite of mine, but I don't really like say
Everybody
that.
loves some P-Funk.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
man.
You know what shows I did with them?
The Bootsy song. I've always been a fan of Bootsy Collins.
I like
Oh,
Bootsy
Bootsy
Collins.
is good.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
have a Christmas record of his.
that's a bass
Someone
player.
calls
You
me
gotta love
Bootsy. There's this guy Richie the Hat, one of our fans. He calls me Bootsy because I wear
Richie
boots.
the Hat. I guess he wears
Richie
a
the
fuck-
Hat.
Is that what you
I
said?
literally, I don't know where to start with him.
Oh,
I really don't.
does he wear a fucked up hat?
He wears a hat. Wait,
Hence the name.
That's like not the craziest part.
There's a
though.
lot of people that wear hats in this world, you know. So why does he get the hat?
So back to your question though, before I forget.
She's like, "Fuck you." Anyway,
Well, I was gonna say that Blind and Wounds definitely are a little more like '90s rock. I would say
Okay.
Wounds you could honestly even compare to something like Hailstorm, which,
Another
but that
band
was
over
Matt's
there.
song, so that's where the like difference kind of comes in.
Okay.
You can tell the difference though based on like Fran and Matt's like writing, like, and I
Okay.
feel like the more Matt will like come up with stuff, like it'll be able to like show more, which I think that's cool, and I kind of want to do stuff like that, especially when like Aaron starts to bring ideas in, like our bass player. I
That's
feel like
good when
it'll
it becomes
show
like a melting pot. And you get
Yeah.
all those styles
yeah,
converging.
yeah, and then it's like cool to like see what makes the song set it apart, like based on who had what
Or
input.
the melting pot, like you said, makes you guys find your together sound.
Yeah,
So it makes all you individuals to make this.
yeah,
And it's like, just be careful of the cover thing, that it doesn't you know what happens with all these cover bands. It's like, oh, I can't make this gig. Well, okay, we're going to get this guy. And the fucking band never sounds the same.
Well, that's funny though, because we always have a different drummer.
Okay.
And
But
we've
not
like,
for your original stuff.
ah,
Oh, really?
well, I mean, we've had our last 2 shows. We had the same drummer, original shows.
Yeah, the last couple.
Yeah, but we have like, we have 1 or 2 or 3 drummers that like really know all of our stuff really well. Have played with us a ton of times, and it's like no one really notices. And we play with a lot of other bands. Like when we're in Dewey Beach, there's shows that we're on with other bands, and we get a lot of comments specifically saying like it's crazy how you can't tell the difference with the drummers because you guys are always switching drummers. But I don't know. I feel like as long as we all just have a really great way of like communicating with each other on stage. And I think that's really the key.
Well, the chemistry is what makes the band. Yeah.
Yeah, and as long as, you know, we have guys that know all of our songs, so like, but that'll happen as we figure out the perfect lineup, and really until we go on tour and have a big, massive opportunity, you can't like ask everybody to do everything. But that's why the cover thing helps, because everybody's
Gets paid.
everybody's used to a schedule, and everybody's used to being out on the road. So it's like there's not going to be any surprises if something came about like that.
Well, all right. When you solidify this thing and you become all these different personalities to make this band as one, that's when you guys are going to have this. It won't sit there and be like, well, this part of the album 70s, this part is funky, this part this. It's just going to be this collective thing. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that'll be really fucking
It'll all
cool
just
to
be
see.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be cool to see. Like, I'll watch you guys every, whether it's on Instagram or if you release a song, I'll probably always just like.
Well, we
grab
had
it
like
and just-
a couple. Like, we had a good amount of like personnel changes throughout like recording all of this, because this took like 2 years to record this whole thing.
Recording is one thing. It's the writing and playing together and becoming as a unit. You could fix anything in the studio. Like, trust me. Like,
Well, that was the biggest thing about personnel, is when it came to playing the music all together, we're like, I hate this because there's one guy messing with my song that I don't like. I don't like what he's playing on my song, and he doesn't like that I'm telling him that I don't like what he's playing on my song. So we gotta, all right, out.
Well, that's when you gotta be like, whose name is the band?
Yeah. Well, that's
There's the
exactly
door.
where that's what happened. That was like the first time I ever
knew
had
she
to say
used
that.
She had to have used that.
I
knew
did
it.
actually. It was like the first time I ever did really in a serious context, and like I hated saying it, but like I really didn't. It was nice.
Sometimes you gotta be the alpha,
I was like, you know what? It's yeah. But yeah, yeah.
Let's not talk about this anymore.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
that just like float
I
through
don't know.
your head
He's
again?
probably gonna watch.
Who is? Okay.
Well, no, we could no. Honestly, though, if we were to call something out, though, I will say my first band that I was in was a cover band, and it's everything wrong with cover bands and why I made my cover band the way it is. Because I wanted to play the songs I wanted to play.
So you learned a lesson.
Yeah. So that was it. That's the only thing I'm calling out. Yeah, everything else is all love, but that first cover band told me that I couldn't play rock music in a bar because no one wanted to hear it. So that's why I made it a point to like only play stuff I want to play, like Heart, anything like this random stuff that people wouldn't hear in a bar or like think is a safe option to play at a bar, like Jenks. I would go into Jenks and play "Give Me Back My Bullets," and if the owner didn't like it, I wouldn't really care.
I love it. Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
used to be like
that's
that.
so 20s. I love it.
I mean, it was a long time ago. It was a different time, but we used to do we'd do like Life of Agony. We'd do the Deftones. We'd do all sorts of weird shit in the bars, but people loved it. At certain bars, I will say.
It's all about the energy. If you're like we do "Cold Gin" by Kiss, our bass player Aaron sings it. It's hysterical. No one knows the song, but everyone's like, "This is awesome. This rocks."
Whatever works.
I don't know if you guys know that song.
Yeah. It's funny.
So whatever works, man. Whatever
No,
works.
I mean it's very true. And you know what? You want me to be honest? When you're at a place like that and you pack it, they don't give a fuck what you do.
Yeah.
You could sit there and play "Mary Had a Little Lamb," and they'd love it.
Yeah, as long as there's people in there.
Yep.
That's really all that matters.
As long as they're buying booze.
All right, well, we'll start wrapping this up.
Oh, where could everybody find you online?
Oh,
Places to find you.
the Gab Cinque Band. That's Gab Cinque.
Oh my gosh.
Cinque, Cinque.
Sorry. Why don't you do that again so you can edit that out? Me just laughing at you. So just do that
No,
again.
I'm leaving that
please.
in.
No,
That'll be the cold open.
you know what? Everybody's going to, because, all right, so real quick. When I drink wine, I'm super nice. When I drink whiskey and whatever, I'm a fucking nightmare, right? On the
Well, you're
podcast.
normally a nightmare. But
Okay, but when I drink, so I drank wine tonight and I was laughing because I told my wife, I go, oh, they're going to have such fun. They're going to think I'm really nice. And I'm not. But I had wine, so you guys are really good. And then he just ruins it.
I don't ruin anything.
You make me feel like an asshole. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Where can everybody find you?
The Gab Cinque Band. That's Cinque, Cinque. On all platforms, Spotify. We're on Instagram, Facebook, gabcinqueband.com. Am I missing anything?
I don't know. Can people email you?
Depends on what it's for.
Probably through the website.
Like through the website or
Yeah,
whatever. Like,
yeah. There's gabcinqueband@gmail. But like, don't be weird.
Contact
Don't be weird.
People get the email and I like regret it sometimes.
Oh, really?
Oh, I've gotten some weird email. You'd be surprised.
Well, wait. Do
people
they
email.
think it's your email or the band's email?
Pretty sure it says band on it.
Well, it says the band, but you know,
okay.
people will like message on behalf of like a fan. Like they'll be like, I am a fan. Like I want an autograph sent to me my house, and I'm like, what am I gonna? Like I don't know who this like random names. Like I've been a lot of times people have randomly like someone in what was it, Boston when we played some random name. Like I don't know. It's like cool, but it's like I don't know how they or why.
I think we should just start making people do it.
Like the guys who came
We'll
with
promote
pictures
it.
to that gig. There was guys that came to a gig with like a ton of pictures of me printed out. Like they had a folder.
Do
of
they want it
pictures
all
of me.
signed?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then they're swapping through it, and then I see a picture of my friend Amber who's in another band, and I'm like, that's not me. And they're like, that's not? And I'm like, no. Like, what do you guys do this? Like, do you guys just like go?
Again, that's called a stalker.
Yeah, no, there's worse words for that. It was weird. Very weird. Bizarre. Like body shots. I'm like, you want me to sign them? Like for okay. So I did, but like, what do you do? What is he gonna do with them?
I don't think you want to know what he's going to do. I'm being honest with you.
Wow.
On that note,
Yeah. Way to go, asshole.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Mataperka Brewery in Manahawkin, New Jersey.
Yes, your beer
Swing
is
Graphics
wonderful.
down in LBI, my guy Pete. And we'll give you the same final question we give everybody. There's one singular thing you could change about the music scene, the local music scene. What would it be and why? One singular thing. Answer from both of you. Like what would you change that you think would be the most beneficial for the bands?
For the bands?
Yeah. For the music scene. Not the promoters, but for the people that actually make the music scene, the musicians.
For the good of all musicians.
Yes.
It's a good one.
We asked
The-
this one, we asked this everybody.
Wait,
That's a good one.
what I would change is the
Hit more drummers with cars.
I guess
Tell them it's my fucking band.
I guess like the egos that go along with the lack of like any credibility.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a lot of egos that there's like not credible egos, but it's just like a very rude, like, I don't know. There's like a lot of negativity. It shouldn't be.
You're talking
It
about
should
me?
be more of a community.
Yeah, there's no. It's a big sense of
Dog eat
here's
dog.
my band, here's my band,
Yeah.
and we're not all together. But like we've had the most fun playing with other bands. We have a lot of friends out of state, of course, that we play with, and it's fun. And there's no drama, there's no ego, but it's just like, you know, people don't want to just like have fun with the music, and like we like to go to jams and like Sandy Mac jams and like the Grateful Dead stuff because those people are fun and they're just there to love music, and that's what's lacking the most. And
That's one of the big things missing today is that nobody loves music anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when we were growing up, like you would sit at like a midnight release to get a CD, and then you go home and listen to it for like 2-3 hours, and like that just doesn't happen anymore.
Well, is that because
now you're
nothing's
lucky if you get
tangible?
like a half a song through before someone swipes past you.
Is that because nothing's tangible anymore? Like you can't. I mean, bands sit there and go, "Here."
Well,
It's
yeah.
not. It's
Well, yeah,
like let me
physical
go on the
media is,
phone.
it's almost dead. It's almost the way of the dinosaur.
Like, okay, what do you guys have on? Can I open this?
yeah, go for
Because
it. It's yours.
here's one thing that we used to do when I was a kid.
Come on, old man, let's go.
My brittle old fingers. I don't want to hurt them. Oh my god, I am fucking old.
Today,
Oh, stop
Junior.
it, Stop it. Stop it. Okay. So let's see. What did you guys put in the inside? You have a picture with the band.
And it got cut off, but I didn't fix it because it's a misprint.
She
They're
gives
gonna be
us, she
rare
gives
one
us the
day.
dog shit one.
She's always thinking forward. It's gonna be rare.
Yeah,
one
they're
day.
gonna be rare one day.
So you have the logo, or the same thing as the disc.
I painted the cover too.
This?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, that's cool.
and then we did the text digital.
Okay. So, I mean, you know, back and then, and it probably costs a shit ton of money. I don't even know what it costs to make a CD, but if you had to insert in this, it's probably another.
Oh, well, I
Yeah.
wanted to do lyrics. I was gonna do lyrics, and then they cost per page, per
Oh,
lyric.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So for 200 CDs per page, that makes it like $10 per CD at that point when you're doing 12 pages of
yeah,
lyrics.
you know.
So I was gonna do the whole thing with the inserts, but I'm like,
really small fonts.
yeah, I'm like, what do you? So yeah, I
Need a magnifying
didn't do
glass.
that this run around.
Okay, so us growing up, though, that would always have, even the original bands would do it. And I guess, I mean, it wasn't a lot of money back then, you know, where it is now.
Different time, yeah.
Yeah, it's a different time. So, and this is still good. So at least you guys got a picture. You know, you have this that's artistic that goes with that, and your songs. How many like do you sell to kids versus them downloading? That's like a question for you guys.
Well, a lot
'Cause
of
you're
people
young.
that see us that buy them, they kind of just want them. Like a lot of people want them signed, or like they want them just to have, like not to listen to.
That kind of defeats the
Is
purpose,
that
don't you
generally more
think?
the older crowd?
No. The older crowd definitely listens to them. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people that I know, like didn't even listen to it on streaming platforms until they bought the physical CD from us because they only listen to it that way. Like we know a lot of
Okay.
people like that. Then there's also just the people that just wanted it because it's like that's the thing with young kids is like the people our age, they might not listen to a CD, but like they like a tangible collectible item. Like they like that stuff when it comes to bands. So like I feel like that'll never fully die. 'Cause a lot of people still they'll ask us for vinyl, and I'm like I can't afford to get
Yeah,
this
that's
pressed on
like- that's a
vinyl.
whole nother-
Vinyl's a whole little niche. That's a whole other monster.
It costs
Yeah.
so much to reproduce.
But that's the thing is maybe there eventually will be like a more want for like a CD or something like that. So
Yeah.
that's I don't think that part
So
of the
if you're going to do
industry will
vinyl,
ever
the best
die.
way to do it is like a limited run, and it's all pre-ordered.
Exactly.
So you're not fronting out all the cash
Yeah.
to have 100 records.
It's like a
pressed.
couple $1,000s just to get like 50. Like I looked into it and it's like it's too much right now.
Yeah.
But like, you know, eventually I would love to do something like that.
What other merch do you guys have besides CDs?
We have sweatshirts, t-shirts. We have this logo. We have the Lips logo. We have koozies. We have stickers.
Koozies is probably really
Hats.
good in the summer.
Beanies, baseball hats. Well, I give out bracelets at like all of our gigs because like the drunk people. So this has actually been like my best tool in marketing the band. Are these bracelets because all the drunk people in the bars and they're like, oh, I want to check you out. I've lost every business card.
When they wake up in the morning. Like,
Exactly.
what the- Oh,
every
cool.
morning when we play a good show in the morning, you look on my Instagram, I have like 20, 30 new followers. Like we've gotten such good following just from these things. Because
Okay.
I've never kept a business card. I've never literally typed in someone's number from a business card.
Okay.
And I always knew that.
That's
So I've
actually a
been
good
doing these
idea
for
with the
years.
bracelet.
And they're cheap.
What's on the bracelet?
Just the Gab Cinque Band, and this one says my ad, but I've been doing these for years, so I get them made differently each time. Sometimes they'll say like at the Gab Cinque Band.
Oh, okay.
I have like all different colors.
So
people
you're pretty
collect them
much-
in different colors now. Some people, it's like become a thing with certain people.
See, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You guys got something going on here. I like that.
Different things work for different people.
Business is just important as the music.
Holy fuck. I can't believe it. Holy fuck. I say that all the time. It's like once
Do you really?
once this is done, you're no longer an artist.
Yeah.
You're a fucking businessman.
That's
It's
why
the
Brand's
music
in
business.
charge of the music. He's music director, and I'm the business director.
Hey, you know what though? But if
Divide
it
and
works, that's great.
Yeah, like
Because
I
you
do
can't
like the
do it all
graphics
yourself.
and all that stuff too, like our flyers and stuff like that. So like that stuff, like that's what I do like all night, all day. Like that's a 24/7 job. People
It
don't
is.
really realize that. And if you're not putting all the effort every day into it, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, see?
Well, we say that too, like especially in today's day and age, you have to be a musician and a businessman, and you have to be a content creator at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so hard to find the time to be able to do all three well. Is what you, but like you said, you kind of divide and conquer. Like, this is your department, this is my department. I'll take care of that. You take care of this. We'll meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it has to be. All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having
Absolutely,
us.
Oh wait, we
Anytime.
didn't get his answer.
Oh, that's right.
How
for-
fucking
what I
rude.
wanna-
I got distracted.
last.
You got
Rude
distracted.
motherfucker.
What I wanna
Sorry,
change.
sir.
Putting you on the spot.
You know,
I really got to put the Jeopardy music on one of those
I
buttons.
asked you to do
I
that.
know.
We were just playing Jeopardy.
I'm just slapping. I'm a
That's
I'm a
what
slacker.
we do.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how we write songs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I definitely I agree with like the whole wish it was a little friendlier and all that. You know, between bands and stuff.
There's no taking the easy way out here. You got to give your own answer, pal.
But like, I also wish there was more like cool, like there's just cooler bands.
Cooler
in
bands or
general.
cooler venues?
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's the biggest problem with Ocean
No
County.
rules.
There is not one music venue.
Hey, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
where are there cool venues?
They're all gone that I know of.
Yeah, like
I mean, you know, from me growing up, there was a lot, and they're gone. They're all gone.
Yeah.
Everyone that was on the boardwalk is gone.
Yeah.
Maybe the Beachcombers kind of still cool. That they're like the last.
The venues in Jersey, though, I would say there's a lot of still very
I
live
think
kicking
what-
out of the state.
What
Yeah,
you
well, I said
should
we talk
strive-
just locally here.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
all dead.
Like there's not one music venue in Ocean County.
Oh, there's some. They're not. I wouldn't ever
But
play at them.
what
again.
they would call a music venue.
Wait, which ones? Where?
There's a ton.
I mean, there's
played a ton of places in
there's
Ocean
bars that have music, but there's no
Well, they
music
call
venue.
themselves
Yeah.
venues. I guess there's some on the boardwalk that like. Doesn't EJ's consider themselves a venue?
I mean, that's a dive bar to me.
Yeah. Isn't that like the only considered like venue though?
I
Like
mean,
with a
like,
stage?
If someone
Is that what you
considers that a
consi-
venue, yeah, I guess.
Is there none
yeah,
in
everything
Ocean?
is-
No, none.
Were
there's
there?
none.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Used to have the sawmill.
The
had
sawmill
green
was
room.
great.
Yeah, Joey Harrison Surf Club.
Oh, I didn't even know there was like venues.
Yeah, Joey
Yeah.
Harrison Surf Club got taken
This is
out in
before
Sandy.
your time.
Yeah, all I know of is like Rivs. We just played at Rivs.
But yes, no. So they're all gone. Like Sandy took out the surf club. That's
Yeah.
in the ocean.
The green room got taken out by the township.
Yep. Jack and Bill's got taken out by a fire.
True.
So yeah,
That is true.
there
They
was
were like
places.
original music venues.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
I really didn't know there was even a scene around here for that.
Yeah, it was before.
Thought it was just kind
It's
of.
been gone since I,
I
want
think
to say what? Like,
04.
No.
Oh,
Like 2010ish, 2012 was Sandy.
oh well, when shit started
Yeah,
burning down and
yeah.
going into the ocean.
I think everything
Yeah.
truly died when the Brighton bar closed down.
Yeah, the Brighton was a hard loss. That was a good place. I loved playing there.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
there was a different music scene when that place was open, because like that we were like I don't know like 16 around that
Well,
time.
they were one of the last of like that old breed, and then right after the Brighton, then the Lanes fell, and
Yeah. I had some of my first shows at the Brighton Bar, like with my first band, and I feel like after that, then there was like a big difference of like a drop in original music and people not knowing what to do around here with original projects.
Yep.
Yeah, you just
And
gotta
everyone
work
just
your
went to
way up.
Asbury.
Work your way up. Go play Starland, and then be really good at Starland. Then go play the Art Center, and then get the fuck out of here.
I do want to play at Starland really, but that's probably like my bucket list venue for the year, at least around here.
That'd be it.
It's not bad if you can find the right
PNC
show and
one
you have
day.
enough time to navigate it, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I want to open for someone at the Starland because I've seen a lot of bands that are smaller than us doing that, and I just don't know anyone there.
No, you got to make it so they see you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
Like
never
in
met
all
it. I've
honesty.
never really met anyone that like is in there. I guess I feel like we have, but I don't really remember their names.
Well, I mean, they're not getting that many bands now. Like,
Yeah.
not what they used to.
No.
So, I mean,
Well,
but
they have like a lot of kid bands I've seen open for.
Oh,
like,
really?
what's it, who they open for? Like the guy from, was it Duff? No, the drummer from.
Steven Adler. That's not real. That's like not a real show.
Well, if you also notice too, especially with like New York and New Jersey, well, not so much New York because you have New York City, but like New Jersey, a lot of big bands won't stop in New Jersey on their tours anymore because the insurances are so high here. They have to pay so much more money to be able to play here. They're not making enough money to make it worth their while to come here.
It's not
Like, when was the last time you saw a big festival in New Jersey? And I'm not talking other than See Here Now. They don't happen.
Well, they tried. Didn't they try to do one on the Bamboozle and then it like got canceled?
Well, that dude, he's just an idiot. And he just robs people blind.
Yeah, I saw the one. We know like one of the bands they won like their thing and then it got like canceled.
Did it?
Well,
Yeah,
he's
they won
had
the
like
whole
3 separate
spot.
festivals get canceled.
They had a
so-
whole battle of the bands to get a winner
What?
and then they canceled it.
No, I don't think so. It was.
That sounds like something.
He also did that one. It was up north.
Sorry.
I can't remember where it was. It was somewhere up north, and it was like all the bands, like some of the bands didn't even play because they were so pissed off, and then they tried to do the one at the Blue Claws Park, and it started storming, and half the day wasn't even played. It's got a lot of nightmares with that guy. All right, well, thanks for coming.
Well, good luck, kids. Have a great time.
On that note,
I give you guys credit. You're doing it the right way.
Yes.
You're doing it your way, and best of luck to you.
Good luck.
thank you.
And Jeff, you can go fuck yourself. I love you.
I don't care.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Just hit the button. We're out.
When the music man comes into your scene, got a bottle of whiskey and a whole lot of green, right in your face, yeah, right in your town. Gonna leave a trace, they're gonna bring anyone down. And talking the music man, yeah, oh, bring 'em out. Talking about the band, gonna bring the sound. When you see the band and you see the way they scream, you'll understand the way it feels to be seen in Hollywood to Tennessee. Always feeling good, always way up in the trees. Talking the music man, gonna bring the sound. Talking about the band, gonna bring the sound. Music man comes to your scene with a pocket full of green.